Alright, peace. It's your brother. Alright. Back out here on these highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, man. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Okay? Yeah, let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. So, Ecclesiasticus. Going to chapter 20, man, in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiastes, chapter 20. Alright. This is verse 22. There is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, and by accepting of persons overthroweth himself. Right? There is that which what? That destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness. What is bashfulness, man? Bashfulness is being timid, being shy, being reserved at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? You being bashful, man. You shy, right? You scared to speak up. You scared to speak up for what is right, man. You bashful. Right? You can destroy yourself by being bashful. Right? When you don't speak the truth or speak up for what's right at the right time. Right? You speak truth all the time anyway, really. But because you bashful, you're going to end up destroying yourself. What's that mean? Because you ain't do what you supposed to be doing and telling the truth, standing up for what's right, you can end up destroying yourself. Okay? Let's get an example though, man. Let's get an example. Let's get an example, man. I'm going to Exodus. Let's go to Exodus chapter. Going to Exodus chapter 32, man. Yeah. Exodus 32. Start at verse 1. Check out what Aaron did, man. Look at what Aaron did right here, man. This is Exodus 32, verse 1. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us gods which shall go before us. But as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. So you see, Aaron, he already feeling the pressure. He got the multitude against him, right? Check this out. And Aaron said unto him, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives and your sons and your daughters, and bring them unto me. See? He already willing to submit to the crowd, the multitude, because of the pressure. Because of his timidness, his shyness, man, his fear. Really, that's all being timid and shy and quiet is all about. You in the spirit of fear, man. Your behind is timid, man. You bashful, see? Because you bashful, watch this guy, man. This guy Aaron. Watch what Aaron do. He already took the earrings, right? And he willing to make this golden calf. Check this out. Verse 3, and all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand and fashioned it with a graving tool after he had made it a molten calf, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. You see this, man? Because of the pressure of the multitude, Aaron submitted to their requests, man. This is what a lot of you preachers do, man, because you bashful. You don't want to go into church, right? Because maybe you're 501c3, or you under the pressure of the government, right? You fear man, which means you are a respecter of persons. Like I say, I read, man. Let me get it again. Ecclesiasticus 20, verse 22, there is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, and by accepting of persons overthroweth himself. So you see how Aaron here, just like a lot of you preachers, you know, because you got respect or fear for the government, right? Fear of man, right? You putting yourself in a bashful situation, man. You putting yourself in a timid, fearful situation. You are too shy to speak up for what is right. Too scared, man. You are shy. All right, you ain't supposed to be coming out. When you go out and do the work, man, you gotta have boldness, man. You gotta have courage. You better pray for that, right? Because if you too bashful, you're gonna end up destroying yourself. So like what I just said, these preachers, because they bashful, they don't want to speak the truth. They scared to. They timid, man. They got respect of persons. They fear man more than the Most High. If you're gonna have respect of persons, you better have respect of persons towards the Most High, man. Right? And his son. That's how you're supposed to have respect of persons. You're supposed to fear the Most High more than man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. All right? So continuing on, this is Exodus 32. Verse 4, and he received them at their hand and fashioned it with a graven tool after he had made it a molten calf, and they said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. Verse 5. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. You see that? Still propping up the idol, man. Instead of fearing the Most High, right? He's still continuing to fear the children of Israel. You saw how he commanded them. I mean, the Israelites commanded him to make that idol. They didn't even ask. They didn't ask politely. They just commanded it. They was like, up. Go ahead and make us a god. Make us a golden calf, right? Okay? That's what he said. That's what these wicked Israelites said, man. Right? They said, make us gods, man. Make us gods who we can worship. Right? That's what they wanted. They wanted gods that they could worship. And that goes to show you too, man. The spirit that these Israelites was in, they couldn't wait. They ain't had no patience, man. They couldn't wait until Moses came down from Mount Sinai, right, to get the commandments that he received from the Most High. They was impatient. That's the spirit a lot of these people in. They got that microwave generation spirit. They want something instant. Right? They want to just pop it in the microwave and it be done. You can't pop the 10 commandments out of the microwave and be ready to eat, man. You got to wait till Moses come down from the mountain, man. Okay? All right? See, the convenience that the children of Israel had in Egypt, it greatly affected how they would perceive things when they were brought into the wilderness. You see what I'm saying? Because they were spoiled in Egypt, when it was time for them to go into the wilderness, right? It was a stumbling block to them, right? It was a stumbling block. See what I'm saying? Stumbling block. Couldn't wait for Moses to come down from the mountain. Right? Couldn't wait, man. So Aaron is compelled to make this idol because of what? His bashfulness. Why didn't Aaron just say, nah, you Israelites, nah, I'm not gonna make you no golden calf, man. Aaron knew better. But what happened? What happened with Aaron, man? He was bashful and he submitted to the multitudes of requests, and because he was fearful. That's why he did it. Bashful, man. What else to say? Exodus 32 verse 6, and they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. You see this, man? Because of Aaron's bashfulness, right? He ended up having the children of Israel destroyed. And he ended up having himself, destroyed as well, man. Right? Let's go to verse 21. Verse 21.